Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. 3 Hues Painting Studio. Come paint, sip, and party at 3 Hues. Visit our website today at 3hueshouston.com.
Welcome back to Intermission. Fuck it. I'm Jarvis J.
You did it.
You can find me all across social media at Ziggy Numbnuts, ZIGGYNUMBNUTS.
Get through it, man.
And my co-host, Mr. Fuckity Fuck, Howard Gerard.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, well,
Crowd.
so obviously you guys missed something before the show started, but
Y'all should hear the conversations.
one of these days it'll be like a Big Brother After Dark type thing, but it'll be intermission before the show, pre-intermission, I guess movie time it'd be called.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can find me at Instagram.
look at Jada. Jeez.
Yeah, well.
Oh boy, yes, it's what we do.
You know what? It wasn't me this time, so.
And we got Star Wars, and we got The Fifth Element. So that's what we're doing
Star
today.
Wars. What? No, this is Van Gogh. It's Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
Yeah, this is actually an original, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He painted that about a week ago.
After he cut the ear off.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yep.
But yeah, man. Dude,
We're off to a good start.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, this was a kind of a crazy weekend, actually. I still haven't gotten through all the trailers and all the releases and everything, but
Me either, but
jeez.
yeah, man. Like, one thing I want to say before we even get started, I'm going to go ahead and give this review off the top, and it's only going to be 2 minutes. Valerian, don't see it.
So, all right. I wanted to see it just because visually it looked great. But
and that's the best thing about it.
So, every review I've looked on it about is that, oh, damn, that was an echo.
Yeah.
Is that with the fifth, it's by the same guy, the French director who did The Fifth Element. Yeah. And he kind of did the same thing, like, really pretty stuff, decent story. Right. So it looked kind of like, to me, like I said, when I first saw the trailer for it, I was like, oh, shit, Avatar is getting released early. So it looked kind of like a dumbed-down Avatar. And, I mean.
You know what? And that's a lot of
like a little bit
to
sloppy.
It.
And also, I'm kind of mad at these dudes' suits. It reminds me of like the Batman with the bat nipples. Like, that's what I just thought about with that. Like, you see that shit?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, all right. Well, first off, we gotta say what's up to Nye, Marcus, and Jada.
Apparently, my mom is watching. Thanks. I know. Oh wait, shit, she is really? Fuck. I mean,
let's keep it going.
I'm gonna get a bunch of text messages tonight. So just so y'all know, I'm gonna just go ahead and put that out there. My family members have started watching this. They think it's great because they've been trying to get insight into Game of Thrones. And shout out to my aunt for this because this was hilarious. She texted me Sunday morning and was like, I was watching this before going to church, and thanks for clearing things up for Game of Thrones, but you say the F word a lot. And I was like, 27, man. Fuck.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna get tarred and feathered when I get home.
Here's the
my family's gonna hate me.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Visually, it's awesome.
Yeah, but the story, I still to this day don't know what the plot behind it was, and there wasn't much given in the trailers. At least with most trailers, they tell you like something's happening.
It's one of the most silly. Like they gotta. Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it because you don't want to. If you get on the Fire Stick, you can be cleaning up and just have it playing in the background. That's where I put it.
Yeah, what it reminded me of, where at least everything I've been seeing is that he crammed way too much, and it just felt like there was nothing going on because there was so much stuff that was happening.
Right.
I mean, is that how you felt about it?
I mean, it felt way too much. You had lackluster acting. Like, I don't know how she has the same facial expression throughout the whole fucking movie.
I mean, it's the same chick from the Suicide Squad, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what
Looks
makes
like-
you say, like, at what point they say, well, she was in Suicide Squad, let's make her the female lead?
Hey, you know what?
I mean, I'm like, seriously, like, where was that rationale?
I don't, it could be one of these things where he just didn't see the movie. But also, just think about it. I mean, Fifth Element, from a nostalgic point of view, resonates very well with most people. But if you actually go back and watch it, the movie's like okay. It looks good, and it was like ahead of its time in terms of like the CGI that was there.
True.
And it did well for sci-fi because it was like this huge world building type thing.
Right.
And it was interesting because it showed Bruce Willis kind of with a different type of like take on a character because it showed him
But
a
he
little bit
did
emotional.
well with he did well with the character, and every character, every actor
But Chris
performed.
Tucker.
But and I had this conversation online on Facebook. The Chris Tucker character, you had to understand, that was mostly his radio personality.
Yeah, of course.
So he had to be that flamboyant. Which one guy thought he was batting for the other team.
No, yeah, a lot of people thought that. Like,
And I'm like, did y'all not see the movie? He basically takes a chick down before takeoff.
yeah, a couple of them.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't have high hopes for it plot wise. I, on the other hand, will say this: go see Dunkirk.
Yes. Clinton and Jen, thanks for joining us.
What up?
Here was the amazing thing about Dunkirk. One, visually, cinematography is just, it's Christopher Nolan, so
He lives up to it.
Right. Honestly, like the Facebook subject I was thinking about were must-see directors. When you find out they're making a movies you have to see, Christopher Nolan's up there with me now.
So here's one of the things that I was going through, just watching some Christopher Nolan movies before going into this. I was just wanted to see some trends with his cinematography and all that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he made Memento.
Yes.
And now it's, when you remember it, it's kind of a good movie. But once again, it's one of those things where I tried to watch it over the weekend and I kind of got bored right off the back. And it's an alright movie, but Christopher Nolan did a phenomenal job with Dunkirk. And the thing that tripped me out the most is that it's all of about 20 minutes of talking. The whole movie, you're just pretty much just experiencing what's going on, and it's by far one of the most intense things I've ever seen. And I hate war movies, and I was sitting there like, shit.
I'm tired of World War II movies.
What up, Erlene?
Erlene, appreciate you joining us. Thanks for checking us out at the new time, too. But, yeah, it was one of those movies that I could not.
The sound of it, man.
Right. There's barely any music.
Yeah, there's barely any music. Like, you can hear birds chirping in the background, the rustling of the waves as they crash, and you're just sitting there, and then all of a sudden you hear like some fighting in the back. You're like, oh shit.
Early. We're a little bit early. This the new time now, so.
Mondays. It's tough. Well, we gotta get here early. We got more people requesting for it.
Right.
Want everybody to be able to see.
But definitely, I would say go check out Dunkirk. I mean,
100%.
It was one of those movies that, I mean, and I was cheering for Tom Hardy so much, man.
So there's like a critique I have with this. I still haven't been able to figure it out. It might take me watching the movie over again.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give too much away. There we go.
When
Jada pointed out a good thing too.
When he had the mask on.
So there's a lot of like not being able to understand him. So she doesn't like listening to him because she hates the British accent. Period. So that doesn't really count. But someone who likes like Guy Ritchie movies, there were some times where the volume was so loud you couldn't really make out the few words they were saying. But my critique is how it ended with Tom Hardy's role.
Yeah.
It seemed like there was more that could have been done. I don't want to give out too much, but you guys will see. Like there's a time when you're watching it and you're kind of like, why don't you do this? Why don't you do this?
Exactly.
Like you fulfilled your role. Now go do this. And then all of a sudden you're just like, what the fuck, dude?
That was my main critique about it, was the ending with Tom Hardy.
But I mean, everything else. I mean, it was a solid film from start to end. And like, you would think a movie that has like no dialogue at all would be kind of boring. But it's just like, and then there's like times because like for a war movie, there's like almost no blood. hardly any cursing. You don't see anybody getting maimed. There's like there's like maybe like 2 or 3 scenes where you actually see people get hurt, but it's like the anticipation of it.
Right.
You don't know when it's coming.
And like I said, barely any music.
God. Yeah. It's he did great though. I mean,
it did great. It's a movie worth seeing, I would say. Now jump to something else. We're gonna talk about a few HBO shows because Sunday night belongs to HBO now. Let's just leave it at that.
There's no dispute.
And I'm gonna say the big one for last. We're gonna start off with Ballers season premiere. Dude, I mean,
if you don't watch Ballers by this point, like you're just not into fun shows. I mean, it literally is a Entourage type show with The Rock, and the funny thing is that Mark Wahlberg is one of the producers of it, and he actually had a hand in Entourage too.
Right.
Entourage is actually based off of him and his friends apparently.
Right,
so
and you know
it's in that style.
And you know, The Rock is basically a financial manager.
Oh, The Rock is so funny in this damn show though.
Right, and his firm is basically all about managing, you know, their clients' money.
Yeah,
which is going to bring me to this next point because this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% or more than 77 million of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month, and 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on the increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager. Schedule your own personal financial strategy today by contacting Houston Housewives of Finance at 1-844-700-4463 or email them at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services.
I just gotta say, best segue, hands down. That was like we got Gary Lee in the back over here applauding. He was so happy, and like I actually not acknowledged. Well, I just realized that your shirt was a Fifth Element shirt. I didn't even realize that. Oh, is that my clapping on there, or did you put it a sound? But I was like, damn, I got some good acoustics on there. I didn't realize that's how I sounded when I clapped. I was like, shit. I need to clap professionally.
Jordan. All right. Appreciate Jordan joining us tonight.
But yeah, Ballers, dog. I mean,
yeah, man.
and it's great seeing. So every time we see The Rock in a role, he's always like this really like good guy all the way around. And like we see like him actually play a flawed character, which is this.
Right.
Like, he's addicted to pain pills.
Well, not so much.
Not this season, no,
Yeah.
but the last 2 seasons before he had his surgery and everything,
Yeah.
I was just driving around just chomping on hydrocodone. I was like, all the time, I'm like, dog, I know your bro stinks, man.
Right.
Those things can't taste good. And he's just driving around chomping on those, and like the whole thing behind it is that he's a great ex-football player, defensive end, and gambled all his money away, bad investments and all this stuff, and he's trying to rebuild his wealth, but also protect other football players from sharks like these guys that he's dealing with. So it's like, but it's funny just watching that.
And now this season takes a new turn because he's getting there. He's getting himself established, but we're seeing some of the things he's dealing with.
He's a decision maker now.
Some of the things he's dealing with from the past season because he's still got some stuff he's got to handle.
Yeah, so it's crazy because one of the receivers that he works with, I always forget this dude's name. Ricky, yeah, Ricky. Seeing him now, he's about to have a kid and like all this crazy stuff, dude. It's just funny.
It's a lot of craziness, but it's a good show, and plus it's only 30 minutes. You can literally for one day watch the season. You can probably watch 2.
And it's one of these shows where you get through the first 30 minutes and you're kind of like, dang, I wish there was another one, because it's a really fun show. Like, I mean, they've got decent drama, decent character development for like a no-brainer show like that, and then the story's great.
Now that's one of the biggest things that surprised me was the character development.
It's like it took Entourage and improved it, and then put cooler people in,
and then made it from a sports perspective instead of.
So you can see how the rich live all the way around, and it's just great. Plus, I mean, come on, it's The Rock, dude. And then you got old boy from Hot Tub Time Machine in there, and he's annoyingly funny. But
yes,
like one scene, he tells him like pop him in the face, and he hits him. He's like, open-handed next time. And like on like season 1 or season 2, and it's just like, why would you ask this big ass dude to hit you in the face? Like,
right.
But it's all around good show for sure.
It is. And that premiered, season 3 last night. Also, a season 2 premiered last night. It's Insecure.
Yeah,
Gosh,
that show's hilarious. I just started watching that yesterday too. Like, I'd never seen it before. I didn't think it was gonna be for me, but I watched it and I was like, dude,
right?
She's hilarious.
She is, and to me, like I said, this is a smart comedy to me.
Yeah.
Like,
it shows you how regular black people are.
Right.
That's why there's no old tropes or anything, drug dealers and nothing.
There's no drug dealers.
Regular ass
There's no
people.
super scandal shit going on. This is real fucking life.
Yeah. Regular people trying to make it in regular ass world. Even though she's in LA, but regular ass world doing regular ass problems.
Latanya, hey, we love Insecure. Last night was the season 2 premiere.
Mm-hmm.
We saw some things. It's taking place a few months after.
I don't know. I'm only on episode 2 of season 1. So
you're catching up.
I will be caught up by next week. Real time.
Yeah, because it's 8 episodes, 30 minutes. So another show you can binge watch in a day with no problem. But she's funny. You see, Latanya. It's a few months after season 1 ends, and you see her dealing with some of the stuff that she's caused.
Yeah.
In the first season,
and that's something I noticed in the first one. Like, you can start seeing kind of how she would get in trouble within the first episode,
right?
Because she seems so she's struggling to manage her way through all these different relationships with friends and stuff. Yeah. But you can also see kind of the what's the word? The selfishness and the self-centeredness that comes with who she is. And it's funny because you can see how that would get her into trouble, with the opening scene when she's her friends talking about how she pissed her off and all this stuff with writing this embarrassing song and then singing it rapping it in front of everybody. And
broken pussy.
Broken pussy. Well, I was brushing my teeth and I heard that. I was like, she just make a song about a girl having broken pussy? What the heck?
Right.
I gotta watch this. It's hilarious. So, Handmaid's Tales.
I've heard about that show, but right now we got a full plate.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and then Netflix just came out with Ozark, and every trailer I've seen, everybody I've talked to that's already watched it, I'm like, I gotta check this out. But and then of course Game of Thrones, which we're definitely gonna get into for the rest of the end of this show. Towards the end of it,
we're gonna talk about Game of Thrones, and then we're gonna hit you up with some of the stuff that was dropped at San Diego Comic-Con, because
so many good trailers.
Much information, trailers, footage, all sorts of stuff, man. So
Infinity Wars is going to be epic.
Yeah. Now, we won't talk about that one too much.
Oh, no, we can't find it anywhere.
We can't find it, right.
If you didn't get a chance to look at it, you missed out. Gary's over here scratching his head. We posted, me and Jarvis's brother posted a bunch of links on Facebook.
Clinton, we will be talking about Bright next week, because this is going to be a 2-part on San Diego Comic-Con. We will be talking about Bright. That's the new Will Smith movie on
it's Bad Boys meets Harry Potter meets Lord of the Rings.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense until you watch it, and then you're like, wow, it's spot on.
Right. But we're gonna go ahead and bring this to a close, and then talk a little bit about Game of Thrones, and then all that.
Talk a bit about Game of Thrones. Matter of fact, you guys definitely want to tune in, because we got a few surprises coming your way about what we're gonna do with Game of Thrones. Hell, I think we might even come up with a drinking game. I think that's what we kind of started going on. Bend the knee.
Indeed. So we're going to ask that you subscribe to this show on all the platforms. Check us out. You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Stitcher. Go to www.thesphere.tv. You can subscribe through there. And make sure if you go to iTunes that you review us.
Give us that feedback.
Exactly. Let us know,
Yeah, Junior, it's a drinking game.
Yes, a drinking game for Game of Thrones.
You already know. We don't play games around here unless they're drinking involved.
But yes, if you're on iTunes, give us that feedback. If there's something you want us to check out, we might.
No guarantees.
We might.
We got a lot of stuff going on.
And all you guys, we got Junius, Clinton, Latanya, Jen, Jordan, even more people. Share this. Help get this word out. Because we like to do stuff with you all. I mean, heck, we try to get y'all to come to the movies with us. We're going to be doing that again soon. It's just things have been a little bit crazy right now.
Shit, if you're cool enough, you can hop on this drinking game with us.
Exactly. And who knows what we might do for the season finale of Game of Thrones.
Oh, I do.
That's going to be epic.
We won't find out till later.
But you're going to have a Game of Thrones shirt. You can't get in with that.
Or cosplay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking cosplay.
That's not bad either. And lastly,
I really want to adorn this outfit, man.
Go to www.thesphere.tv/donate. Why? Because we need money.
Show us that you care.
And you can just give us a little bit with a single donation, or you can give us a monthly donation with Patreon. Just give us a little love,
Reach down.
Because
deep.
when you give us little stuff like that, we gonna give it back to you. Like, ask the people who went with us to go see Wonder Woman.
All the people who got these fancy mugs.
Like I said, they saw Wonder Woman on us and had some nice beverages to enjoy with that movie.
Yeah, we did. Yo, the lady behind me was like, y'all about to have fun. I was like, yep.
Yes, indeed. So, hey, thanks for checking us out. We'll definitely have the part 2 of the San Diego Comic-Con next week, along with reviews on Atomic Blonde, Game of Thrones, Insecure Ballers, and probably something else. Who knows?
Definitely Ozark. So be ready.
So thanks for checking us out, and we're going to go ahead and keep this show rolling.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
All right. Game of Thrones, man.
Dog, I mean, I just can't believe like how good the show is. Like it never fails.
Episode so far.
I literally got up and yelled at the end of this. Like, in fact, we were texting late at night yesterday about this.
Right.
I look at my phone because I put it on silent, and I looked down. The first person on there was Jarvis on there talking about this show, and I was like in the middle of this rage dance. I was so pissed. I was just like, no, why are you ending like this,
dude? It's so many parts. Like, it got to the point, like the opening scene right here.
Bro, Varys is a badass.
Dude, you are not Punk Ferris.
First off, did you notice that he got that tan though from being out there in Dorne?
Yeah.
In the Sun Sphere, dog. I was like, boy, you don't look so albino anymore, man. Check that out.
I'm seeing some things about Dany or Daenerys, if you want to be specific, assholes. Well, but I'm seeing some stuff about her, which makes me wonder now. Like, she's getting like almost a little bit bizarre. So like, she's.
I disagree though. Because look how she maneuvered this yesterday, okay?
Yeah.
And it took the Tyrell, what's her first name? Olenna Tyrell, to look at her and say, you're a dragon. Be a dragon. Because she's kind of playing it timidly right now because there's this whole thing. I definitely know because we mentioned this last time with the whole Mad King thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's definitely some elements there.
I think that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
I'm seeing some of that Targaryen madness.
Yeah. But it might not even be madness, though, because at the end of the day, they are a hot-blooded race. So it could be that she's just hot-blooded, you know? But look at how she dealt with Varys. She forgave him. Not only that, let that pass on to another person who backed the wrong king. I don't want to give too much because I know our buddy Gary Lee ain't watched it yet. We're probably going to end up watching it after the show.
Right.
But, I mean, she has clear decisiveness in her decision-making, but also she's open to counsel. And that's something that separates her from her father.
It does.
Because he roasted people alive and tricked people.
Right.
And we see that she's actually, like, Tyrion's counseling and even, like, calling this council meeting of all the queens that are backing her. She listened and took it into account and actually heard what they said and was like, you know.
Because, you know, everyone had this one thing they wanted to do as far as this war, how they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And then Tyrion lays it down, and I'm just like.
And his plan is so
much better.
However, we kind of see, though, Lady Tyrell might have been the one who was right. As it unfolds in the ending.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real here.
Well, I don't think they anticipated that part.
No, but that's kind of what goes into it, though. She said, be a dragon. So instead of being clever, because like she says, she's known a lot of clever men and a lot of clever kings, but she's outlived all of them. And she said, why? Because she was who she was. And she's telling her, be a dragon. So she tried to be clever, and now we're in the situation where the show ends.
Now, see, she said that, and here's my thing. The only reason I said, you're lucky on that one, because your granddaughter saved your ass.
True. That's true for her. Yeah. But also, she did make moves to take out someone who she saw as a threat with Joffrey and the poison.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the one thing everyone fears from her being a Targaryen is her dragons and her being mad. Yeah. But also that she, as far as everyone else knows, is the only one who actually has birthrights to the king, to the Iron Throne, since Rhaegar came and took over everything.
Right.
So, and with her being a blood Targaryen. But while we're here, let's take a second to go ahead and shout out our sponsors over here at The Sphere. Are you starting your business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you have a need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue, coupled with your strategic ad, is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
Good deal.
I mean, hey, get your business going.
And you know what I'm realizing about this season so far?
Mm-hmm.
Sam is like the unsung hero of the season so far, bro.
Sam is gonna come in saving the day.
He done did two things already, just like major things.
Yeah, and what I'm liking to see, because he's like evolved as a character. Because from the very beginning, he was sent to Castle Black because his dad thought he was a pussy. Right. And then we see now that
it wasn't that he thought he was a pussy.
Well, he was a pussy. Let's be real. You're right. Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
He was a pussy. But now after facing the White Walkers and adopting this kid and getting a little bit of action on the side, like now we see this dude breaking in, stealing, going into the unforgiven, the restricted area of Hogwarts Library and doing all these other things. Like you see what he's doing with Johar Mormont and everything. Like,
right. And we don't want to talk too much more, but I said, Sam is saving this. Like,
he's gonna have a huge role in it. And the one thing, and this is the thing I hate about J.R.R. Tolkien. You know what? I feel like, so they're building Sam up right now. He's got all this, whatever his name is. Yeah. J.R. Martin. I'm mixing up Lord of the Rings. I'm still thinking of the Bright comment.
George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, whatever. They're all the same guy. Yeah, whatever alias is and whatever.
Reincarnated.
Hey, you know what? Whatever. I watched your show. That's all you need to know. They're building Sam up so much, right? And giving him all this power. He's getting all this knowledge. And I bet you he's going to get killed before he can deliver it. That's my bet, is that he will be one of the people who gets killed right before he's able to say, hey, because notice, when Dany wanted to talk to Jon Snow, sends a raven. When Tyrion wanted to talk to had him send a raven through there. The Tyrells wanted to talk to her, sent them a raven. They have all this knowledge and all this information and things that need to get done. They send a bird to go and get it done. Sam's over here just taking this shit up. He's like, all right, cool. Give me all this information. Oh, I found this. Great. I'm going to go take this back later. Oh, I found this. Great.
Well, no, he sent the raven.
Not about the, oh, shit, you're right. He did. I'm tripping. So maybe, that's right. He does know.
Yeah.
Never mind then. I changed my opinion. Maybe he won't die. And if he does, it might not be that significant.
Now, speaking
Fuck it. That 30-second rant is a moot point. Never mind.
But speaking of Jon, now I will say this. Sansa's getting on my fucking nerve.
She's going back to old Sansa.
Well, it's not that.
Being annoying.
I think Sansa, think about the two main people she's been around most of this show.
Exactly. Cersei and Peter
and
Baelish.
Littlefinger, right. That is now what's guiding her decisions.
Oh, exactly. And Jon Snow even talked about it.
Oh, but I love that scene, though. Right
I will kill you myself. But this is why I say, so this is what I think is going to happen, man, because she's not going to relinquish power.
I don't think so.
And we all know that Jon Snow actually has claim to the throne, too, now by blood. More so probably than anybody else, because he's like right in the middle. And he is the king's son. The old king's son, anyways. Rhaegar's son. Right. So he's got more claim than anyone. But no one knows that. And I feel like that's going to play a huge thing because you've got Sansa with this fear of Cersei and Peter Baelish.
You got Bran, who just came back from over the wall.
Mm-hmm. Who's the only one that knows.
Right. And you got Arya, who's going back to Winterfell.
Mm-hmm. And she hates Sansa.
Right. But she was going back because of Jon.
Yeah, exactly. She's going to get there and he's not there. But it's going to be interesting. I still say this is going to happen. Peter Baelish is the cause of Sansa losing her father and all of them. He's the one who betrayed him and smiled and blah, blah, blah. But Sansa doesn't know that yet. And so she's still giving ear to what Peter Baelish says. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when Arya gets there and once the Hound gets there and all these people who know all these different pieces of information, what's going to happen then. Because right now, Sansa's on this road of taking over Winterfell. Jon Snow's off doing what he's trying to do to protect for the White Walkers.
Right.
And then you've got these people coming here to be like, oh, you're hanging out with Peter Baelish. That dude got your father killed.
I won't be surprised if Sansa loses the North.
I don't think she'll lose the North.
Because she's up here and, like, you know, she's making these suggestions. Right now, something happened. Fuck it. She has the power of the North right now. Because John leaves for a second. He tells her to hold the North. I think she's going to do something to piss off the other houses.
See, I think it might cause a split.
Exactly.
And it'll be a split between who they want to support with Jon Snow. And I think we'll end up seeing a faction of people who are scared and follow Cersei, people who are thinking that Sansa, being the actual only Stark that they know of, is queen and follow her, and then Jon Snow pairs up with Daenerys, and then they get her dragons and all of that.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, this season right now is just
it's so many possibilities. And
it's so much going on. Like, you can't watch each episode just once.
Yeah, I just gotta say, the pirates, dude. That was epic.
Yeah, that's all we're gonna say. That's all we're gonna say. That's all we're gonna say.
We see our first water battle that's actually worth it. Like,
yes.
I'm not even counting the whole thing with the wildfire.
No, like, that don't count.
No, this though. If Pirates of the Caribbean would have been like that, dog, it would have been rated R. That shit was insane.
Well, it would have been filled with fucking and drinking too. Then.
Yeah.
Another fucking.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah.
They drink rum.
Yeah, they do.
So, I mean, at times the show actually kind of feels like Pirates of the Caribbean to me. Like when they went to Valeria, I was like, yo, this is reminding me of Pirates of the Caribbean 3 when they were going to like to go find Calypso, whatever. Yeah. It was like, damn, I've seen this scene before. I already know what's gonna happen. This giant woman's gonna come out of the ocean, and all these crabs are gonna fall on the boat. I've seen this. You guys aren't clever.
Now, if you probably don't know, some of you do, but this past weekend was the biggest comic book convention in the world. So big, that's not even just about comic books anymore. This is where TV shows and movies like to show off. And that is San Diego Comic-Con. Just to give you how big this is, people are already getting in line right now online for tickets for next year.
Yeah, man. I really want to make a point to get out there because they give out so much stuff, so much information, and I mean, we saw it with some of the leaks of the trailers and everything.
Right.
But
I want to try.
It just looks crazy.
I want to try to get out there.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in the next 2 years I'm going to try.
Heck, I'm going to miss the boat on this one. I'm not prepared to to go out there yet. But, I mean, even just looking at, I went to Comic Palooza out here in Houston. It was okay. It was fun, but it wasn't anything, not on the same scale as what this is. Like at all.
There's other ones around the country that are bigger than Comic Palooza. I mean, the New York Comic Con is big.
That Dragon one out in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, yeah, Dragon Con. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, one of the biggest things, and honestly, I'm a bit excited for this movie, and that is Justice League.
It's starting to look like a
really
well done movie.
A little bit better.
And coming off the heels of the success they had with Wonder Woman, like I actually think people are stupid when they say Wonder Woman was a bad movie. Like I don't understand that. And then like, I mean, this trailer was it was epic. And then one of my favorite scenes out of this whole trailer is when you got Aquaman and Batman standing, or it might have been the Flash, and the Wonder Woman jumped down. And she's like, "All right, let's get started." And she's looking like a badass, dude. And it was like, it's gonna be a good movie. I hope so.
Everyone seems such different personalities, and I'm waiting to see that. Like I said, the Flash looks like this kid who's just like, oh shit, okay.
Like, he even says it.
He's like, oh y'all ready for battle? I've never been in battle. I just push people and run away.
Yeah, it's like that's great. And then you got Aquaman who seems like just total bro, dude. And like he's like, oh man, full on bat, huh? I dig it. And then Bruce Wayne was like, this isn't going to last long.
Well, that was in the first trailer. In the second trailer, we got even more. We got Aquaman riding one of the parademons.
Yeah. He's just reckless, man. Yeah. It's great.
Into a building, slides out of the building, just walks off.
Yeah. Like, just fucking shit up, man.
But, and at the end of the trailer, you see Alfred talking to someone, and it's not hard to figure out who Alfred's talking to.
I actually have no idea who he was talking to.
If you look at the corner, you see red.
Robin?
Superman.
Oh, okay, cool.
No.
Yeah. I thought I didn't want to say Superman, but
yeah, that's the scene right
there. There we go. Yeah. He's like, now I did make fun of the whole head shake thing. I was watching this. I was watching TV with my girl or whatever, and I was like, she's got a thing for Jason Momoa, and I'm like this. I ride demons through buildings. I'm so cool.
Well, now you know your Halloween. Now you know your Halloween costume.
And my hair probably be like down to here by then, so I'm big enough.
Just get some blonde highlights.
Now, I keep saying I'm going to get a frosted tip mullet, but I don't know if Gary Lee let me keep recording on him. He might kick me off. But nah, this dude's lost his mind.
I will post that picture every week on social media.
Yeah, it'd be luxurious, though.
This is the beige Johnny Cage.
Mullet.
Business up front, party in the back.
All day. Coming in here, I'm going to have a Coors Light belt. Running around here, classy, man. I got some cut off jeans.
It's amazing how you went from Texas to Alabama just that quick with that accent.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. I actually got the cut off jeans shorts on right now. It ain't even a problem. So, can we get a close up on these things?
No.
Okay. Damn. I mean, I'm just saying, man, they're coming back in style.
But like I
might go out there hunting for mud bugs.
And then I noticed something else from this trailer. You heard Steppenwolf, the villain.
Dog, I'm so pumped for him.
But you heard somebody says, no lanterns.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit.
No lanterns, no Kryptonians. It's like, shit, dude.
Steppenwolf is just like, he looks like that motherfucker just like.
He about to mess some stuff up, dog. Now, here's one of the things I like about DC better than Marvel. And you don't really like this so much because it's so Zack Snydery. But I like the darker imagery that they use on this.
Well,
it gives it a better tone. Like
I like it with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't do an Aquaman movie with a dark imagery like that.
Well, you can't see nothing. It'll be underwater.
Oh, hey, we don't need a movie then.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah, it would just be black screen, just him talking to fish. But yeah, dude, look how
now
dope
this looks better.
is.
Yeah, but this, like, I think he's paying attention a little bit to the criticism.
Yeah, but see, the thing is that all their equipment all looks more tactical, and like you see, Marvel did it with Captain America. Yeah. His suit looks more tactical than what it did with the first Avengers.
Right.
But everyone else still kind of looks like Tony Stark's suit's a little too polished for me and all this. Like, you got somebody who has a similar style suit with Flash in terms of color and all that, and his looks like, it can probably take some impact or something.
True, but you got to remember, Tony Stark is such a prima donna.
Oh, for sure.
That he probably gets it repainted every time he goes in.
Yeah, and buffs him. Yeah,
touch it up, Jarvis.
I scraped it on the landing.
Yeah, take care of that for me.
Yeah.
Put 2 coats of clear on it. Make it happen.
Go with the high gloss finish today.
Oh, you remember that happened in the first Iron Man. He was like, the red's not working for me. No, it was gold.
Silver.
It was gold at first. Mm. And it was like, let's add some Lamborghini red. And Josh was like, yeah, that's more subtle.
Yeah. I like that he said Lamborghini red, too. Yeah. Let's go with the brightest one on there.
Like, that's more subtle.
Hot Cheeto red.
Okay. That'll work. So I think, like I said, and it's one of those things that Henry Cavill said, I think you really sometimes just can't compare the two in ways.
They're definitely different veins for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like somebody from given the choice between going grab a drink with somebody from DC versus Marvel, there's probably more people in the DC universe I would want to grab a drink with versus people from Marvel.
But see, here's the thing. I would grab a drink with Momoa, Ben, probably Cavill.
Mm-hmm.
But I would grab a drink with Evans. Definitely Robert Downey. Definitely Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Probably Bucky.
Nah, he wouldn't say enough. But we want to shout out this time another one of our sponsors, 3 Hues. Come paint, sip, and party at 3 Hues. Join a party or book your own private event for kids or adults. Let 3 Hues help you create your masterpiece on canvas step by step. A painting party is perfect for any occasion, a church function, wedding showers, team building, Girl Scouts earning their badge, date night, birthdays, or anytime you just want to have fun. Ask them about their summer camp programs, kids club, special events, and wine glass painting events. Did we mention that 3 Hues is mobile too? Yeah, you can go to the studio or they can come to you. Visit their website today at 3hueshouston.com.
You know someone else would be a fun person to have a drink with? Well, fun thing to have a drink with?
Mm-hmm.
Rocket.
Oh, dude.
Rocket would be a fun drink.
You'd probably be one of the first people I pick. Like, yeah.
You really think about it. So it's about equal. You really think.
But speaking about Rocket, dude, the Infinity Wars trailer. I know you want to wait till next week, but
we can't really talk about because everyone can't really access.
I know, but that sucks for y'all. Not everyone is chosen to get such glorious information.
All I'm gonna tell y'all is
Thanos.
It is epic. This is one of the most epic things. And then when you think about how long this was Marvel's plan in 2009.
Yeah, and it looks great. Like, you actually see Thanos going out here kicking ass. Like,
right.
Yeah. It made me think, though. Now, this is something that made me think of, though, is that I want to see Darkseid with DC. Like, I know, but I'm so pumped for that because given the choice between Thanos and Darkseid, I think Darkseid is like so much more of a villain. It's crazy.
He is. But now, speaking of Marvel, though,
Christ.
Another second trailer drop, and that was Thor Ragnarok. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, this actually looks like it's going to be a good Thor movie.
It does.
I mean,
and it looks like it's going to have quite a bit. But Thor has always been sort of a comedic hero.
Yeah, and but what I like though is that
right there.
Yeah, you didn't beat me. Like, no, I definitely did. It's true. But I like that they kind of taper it off to where it's not like such goofy humor. It's like he's one-liners.
He's out of place, and he doesn't realize it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about that. And then you add that with Bruce Banner, who sort of tries to keep things lighthearted to the point where he's goofy.
Mm-hmm.
And, all right, I'll tell you because you need to see this trailer. We get a Hulk talking now.
Yeah, and you can see, like, you can start seeing that Bruce Banner and Hulk are starting to meld into one person. Yeah. And, he still has, like, broken English, but it's fucking... It's pretty hilarious, dude.
That was a dope scene. Like, we're like brothers. Yes, we're like brothers.
Hulk is raging fire. You're more like smoldering fire. So you can still see the rivalry between them and all that. Right. And Hulk just like knows, like, yeah, Thor wants to be this badass, and Hulk's like, no,
I'm the bad.
Yeah, it's okay, little guy. I've got this.
And
Big brother will handle it.
Because you were probably too young to remember this, but the Hulk TV show. That's how they were in the whole Hulk TV show. It was a rivalry.
You guys like how he like just try to subtly like chill out there, young man. I know you were this might be a little bit before your time, but us old guys remember. We remember the original Thor and Hulk rivalry.
Hey, it was
fuck out of here.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah, but I mean, I still say one of the best scenes of Marvel was when Thor flies in and then Hulk just like punches him in the face.
Yeah, in the first Avengers.
Yeah, that was the best. After just thrashing Loki, just smashing him back and forth. Like, Thor just don't care about anybody. I mean, Hulk just don't care at all. It's just like, I don't like any of you ass Guardians.
Right.
Ass Guardians.
You're all a bunch of ass Guardians.
Yeah. But, God, we're lame.
But man, you laugh. It was so cheesy. It was stupid. It was funny.
But sometimes those are the best ones, man. But it's funny because they start this trailer off with Thor just kind of recounting his day. He's like, well, I lost my hammer again. Right. It's just like he's just unloading, talking about how bad of a day he had. And it's just funny hearing it. But then that fucking end scene where she's like, oh, what are you the god of? And then boom. Raiden.
So I think this is going to be a good Thor movie to close it out.
They definitely have a few elements of Guardians of the Galaxy, but I don't think it's going to be as much as the earlier trailers led us to believe.
I think those elements are really mostly in the trailers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got a feeling the movie won't be like that, but it's mostly
I think this trailer shows it. Like, there's some stylized stuff that's from Guardians.
Because you saw the leaked footage.
Exactly. So it makes sense.
It makes sense.
That they're tying this in. They're trying to get us adjusted to seeing.
I'm sorry we keep
Gary over here is just so bitter right now. Like, dog, you just need to hop on your social media more. Yeah, because, I mean, we talked about it for so long. It's on Facebook.
It's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome.
There's no way around it. Like, I was sitting there, like, and it was such a grainy video. Like, at some point, somebody's head gets in the way, and I like shout at my phone down in front because she can hear me. But it's totally worth it, man.
It was totally worth it. If you can find it, watch it. Hopefully, Marvel will release it sometime soon. Mm-hmm. But knowing Marvel, they're gonna release it out of the blue like they've been doing. You know, they'll release a trailer at 11 o'clock at night. Because I'll never forget, that's how they did Civil War.
Day before the movie comes out.
Well, no, they released. It was like that November before Civil War came out, it was on Jimmy Kimmel, and they just dropped it off Jimmy Kimmel, and that was it. So
they're trying to keep us surprised. But
so if we see any Marvel person, on Jimmy Kimmel, because Spider-Man dropped off Jimmy Kimmel as well. So if we see any Marvel person on Jimmy Kimmel, prepare for the Infinity Wars trailer.
You know, the most epic thing they could do is while Game of Thrones is going on, drop the trailer in between Game of Thrones. Like just Game of Thrones just pauses for a minute and then poof, Infinity Wars.
Now
back to Game of Thrones.
We're gonna talk about one more trailer, and this trailer. Now I'm already a fan of this show, but the music they chose for this trailer has to be one of the best combinations of a trailer and music ever. And that was the Stranger Things trailer.
Mm-hmm.
When they got Vincent Price from Thriller, and then they got their Thriller beat coming in to the trailer. Gosh, that was extremely dope. And
it's great because you can already see the cinematography is already like they've done well. Like the show did so well, you can see they got more money. Like it just looks like it's a whole lot more high definition and everything, and more effects.
I told you at the end of the finale, I said it that he was still he'll be able to go back and forth now between the Upside Down.
But see, here's the thing though, we don't know if he's actually going back. He's just looking into it. Because remember, there's that scene in here where they're like, wake up, and he's like in the in-between. So I think what it is that we're going to either see a connection with him and Chick 13. That's her name, right? It's 13?
Yeah, 11.
11. Some prime number. We're going to... we're gonna see that. I think there's a connection with them two. More nerd jokes, man.
Oh my god. Oh man.
No, all right.
That was
not to get off topic, but
my
favorite joke is if you want to be number one, it's a Dr. Seuss. If you want to be number one, you've got to be odd. I love it.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna see that he has a connection with 11, and that's what we're seeing because at the end, the show is like her coming through. But dude, he looked like Jeff Bridges there for a little bit. But I don't.
He's the new Hellboy.
I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a new Hellboy coming out.
Yeah, he's gonna be the new Hellboy.
It's not good. Is it gonna have anything to do with The Shape of Water? Whatever the movie is.
No, I don't think so.
Because I'm telling you, I saw that trailer. I was like, "Yo, that's a fucking Abe Sapien."
We'll be talking about that one next week. We'll be talking about a lot of trailers next week.
There's so much good stuff coming out, and like I'm a huge fan of Pan's Labyrinth and Guillermo del Toro, and he's got a new movie coming out. But Stranger Things looks like it's gonna be dope. Yeah. There's all kinds of imagery that's coming through here, and
there it is.
There. See, he's not in there. He's just like seeing this shit, but it's definitely mashing up. It's definitely some Twilight Zone type stuff going on. Mixed with a little bit of It. I feel like this movie channels It a little bit. This TV show channels It a little bit.
It feels like Goonies meet Stephen King.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me. Goonies and Stephen King, if they worked together, we would have Stranger Things.
Yeah. Golly, I can't wait. I'm telling you, for Halloween, I don't plan on doing anything but sitting in a costume and just watching it. See, there she goes.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
But it's crazy because we had a good first half of the year with movies and TV shows. But this second half is gonna be crazy because we're gonna talk about the second Kingsman trailer next week.
Man, I'm so stoked.
Next in September, we got Thor, we got Justice League, we got Stranger Things, we got the Defenders, we got the Punisher. I mean,
there's just so much. Like
we got the new Star Wars coming out.
I'm gonna have to make a decision if I'm gonna keep working, watching TV, or working out. Like something's got to. I might have to quit my job. Because there's too much TV and I can't work
this
out.
Second half is
trying to be the Rock.
Crazy.
That's my life goal, is to be the Rock. But
yeah, this second half I think may trump the first half of the year.
Oh, for sure. I mean, just the movies by themselves. Not even taking into account TV. We got Star Wars. Like, come on.
We got Star Wars. We got Justice League. We got Thor. We got Blade Runner.
It's coming out.
Kingsman. Shit.
Black Panther.
No,
that's next year.
That's next year.
The
Bright movie.
Bright looks dope.
We'll be talking about that one next week. But it's a few more.
Yeah.
And then just looking at the TV shows, we got Stranger Things. I don't know if I want to talk about The Walking Dead next week. I sort of do.
I didn't realize it was still a thing.
Yeah, but
it just needs to be done.
I think they say next season might be the last.
Hopefully for you guys. I mean, I gave up on that show a long time ago.
It needs to be shortened, and that they need to stop doing that split. I think this past season that split hurt the show.
I never understood why shows do that. It kills your momentum.
It's AMC. It's the thing with AMC because they did it with
But
Breaking
other
Bad.
channels do it too. CW does it sometimes.
They do?
Yeah, they did it with. I mean, and I get it. Like they got 22 episode seasons, and they kind of break it off. Like Supernatural would break off for a few weeks and then come back on. And like
Shit, 22.
I want to. Yeah, 22 episodes.
I would just make you.
I don't think you understand when I sat there and watched all 12 seasons of 22 episodes, how much TV that was. I felt disgusted.
I can't do it.
What a waste of time.
I can't.
It wasn't. That was awesome.
It.
It was so good. At Comic-Con, they actually had the Impala. I think it was Impala.
Yeah,
Impala. They had it there, and I was like, yes.
Dude, that's a sweet Impala.
It is.
It is a very sweet Impala. But also with part 2 of the previews next week, we'll be talking about Atomic Blonde.
You know, I saw the reviews for it pretty solid, like for pre-screenings.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to see that next week, and hopefully, I hope it just lives up to the hype because it looks cool.
I'll probably check it out Sunday.
Yeah.
Something like that. I always try to, like, that's one of the things, like, if I can't check it out Friday or Saturday, I try to go Saturday, really.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll go on Sunday morning. I know the crowd is a little bit less on Sunday morning.
Yeah. The only thing that I'm kind of just worried about with this movie is that it was pointed out to me that it looks a lot like Salt.
It does.
And Salt wasn't a bad movie. It was just forgettable. And I really hope it's not just like Salt because that'd be unfortunate. But, dude, so on my list of things to watch, I'm definitely, obviously, Ballers and Game of Thrones. But Ozark, that looks like it's going to be a pretty
It was something else I was going to start watching.
Show.
I was going to start watching this week. It's just so much right now.
Mm-hmm. What was that you were telling me I need to watch on HBO with the Dr. Dre?
The Defiant Ones.
Defiant Ones.
Yeah, 4-part miniseries.
Yeah. I'm going to check that out, too.
That was dope. I will say that was good.
There was, okay, real quick. So this was brought up to me, actually, by a fan of the show, Marvin Stafford. At the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, right?
Right.
And I'm curious to get your opinion on this. I meant to bring this up earlier. Me and him had this conversation yesterday. Well, we see that Ego takes away his powers, and the whole thing with Quill is that he has these powers. He's a demigod, basically, right?
Right.
And that's why he was able to hold the Power Stone and all this good stuff or whatever. And it actually makes sense that a lot of the things he was able to accomplish was because of this innate demigod power.
Right.
What do you think his role is going to be now that he has no power? And like one of the things that the guy when he was telling me was that he feels like because there was all these incompatible children and offspring that this might say something that Quill actually has his own innate power.
That's what I'm thinking.
See, I don't know though.
I
feel like that's a cop out if they do that, man. I don't know.
We'll see.
This is something I've been pondering.
So definitely check us out. Same fucking time next week.
Same fucking network.
Anyways, you started this stuff.
I'm about to get so many angry text messages. I can't wait.
I'm sorry in advance. It's all because of Howard.
I've got family members that watch this show, and like I said before, they like what we do here, but they just really can't get around the.
And it was Howard's idea.
It was not my idea. I made a passing comment said I should start the show off saying fuckity fuck fuck fuck. I guess I said it anyways, but
you said it again. Fuck. This is like South Park for real. Fuckity fuck fuck fuck.
And then Jarvis just comes on there and just.
Oh my god.
Intermission. Fuck. Don't let your kids watch this. Hide your kids. Hide your wives. They're raping everybody.
Thanks for checking us out. Make sure you check out the full episode on Tuesday, and see us here next week at our new time, 7:30, on Facebook Live on the Sphere.
Later.